Welcome back to another Auntie Justice Breaking the News. I'm Auntie Justice, and today's story is written as laid out in the cards on the table. As always, this is a collective read, current energy, just like our regular energy check-in, but take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's open the case file and see what Spirit has to say today. I don't know who this message is for, but today's message begins with a mature man and a mature woman. Okay? Two people connected by something much bigger than themselves. Whatever ties them together carries weight, because the very next card is high honor. This isn't a small disagreement. This is something important. But Holy Spirit whispered a warning. Someone is keeping secrets. Not every secret is meant to stay buried forever. Some are only waiting for the right time to surface. Then the energy shifted and immediately change into the room. Holy Spirit asked me to look closer, and what caused the change wasn't fate alone. It was jealousy, comparison, ego, pride, whatever it was. The storm got bigger and began to brew because someone couldn't celebrate another person's light. Eventually, life has a way of handing everyone an ego check. Moving on. Then I asked about occupation. It fell out in the reverse, and it appeared to be blocked. Spirit said this wasn't just about a job. It was about what someone had been doing behind the scenes, the clarifier said. Uncovered truth. So once the truth was uncovered, it has a funny habit. It doesn't need an invitation. It eventually walks through the front door all by itself. Then came expectation. Okay? Someone is waiting for answers, waiting for justice, waiting for movement, or waiting for the moment everything finally makes sense. Yet Spirit paired waiting with silent understanding. Wow. Sometimes you already know. You just haven't seen the evidence yet. Until then, protect your peace. Keep spreading your light. Don't let someone else's darkness convince you to dim your own. Then the spotlight widened to community. Spirit asked a simple question: who's loyal and who's only pretending? Funny thing is, the clarifier that landed there was loyal or not, and mind games in reverse. The game stopped working when people stopped playing them. When manipulation loses its audience, truth suddenly gets very loud. Okay. Then came out was the privileged lady in reverse. Spirit clarified it with public exposure. Privileged lady in reverse, public exposure. Privileged lady in reverse, public exposure. You following me? Okay. So masks have expiration dates too. Eventually, what lives in the dark meets the morning sun. Then the story narrowed to one main man. Okay? His chapter wasn't over yet, but something connected him to what appears to be a coffin. And then behind the coffin appeared push, pull, spill the beans. Let's get into it. Not necessarily a physical ending has appeared, but an ending of an old chapter, an old lie, an old identity, an old season. Spirit also clarified it with push and pull. Someone wrestled with whether to tell the truth, then spill the beans came out. The truth finally found its voice. Finally, we reached imprisonment. Most people immediately think of bars and locked doors. Holy Spirit showed something deeper as a clarifier. Attachment issues. Sometimes the strongest prison isn't built with steel, it's built with pride, fear, control, resentment, or refusing to let go of a story that's already over. Closing message. So if this message finds you today, remember this. Not every denial is delay. Not every, I don't know why I said it like that. Not every delay is denial. Not every secret survives forever. And not every ending is punishment. Sometimes the greatest act of justice is simply allowing the truth to arrive when its own time. And when it does, the mind games ends, the mask falls, loyalty reveals itself, the truth speaks, and what no longer belongs in your life quietly closes its own coffin while your next chapter is already waiting just beyond the horizon. Until next time, protect your peace, follow your discernment, and remember, not every message is yours to carry. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Court is adjourned.